Students, I welcome all of you. Today we are going to continue with the animal tissue. As I told you, much like plants, animal body performs a large number of functions. And for that, we have innumerable types of tissues in animal body. But for the sake of convenience, we have classified the animal tissues into four major types. That is epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue or muscle tissue, and the last one is nervous tissue. In the previous lecture we discussed about epithelial tissue. As the name suggests, epithelial or epi means above. It largely uh, protects the various organs of the animal body. That is why the cells are very tightly held together and there is a very less cementing material between the cells. There are almost no intercellular spaces between the cells because the primary function of epithelial tissue is to provide protective covering to various body organs. So today we are going to discuss the another type of animal tissue, that is connective tissue. Connective tissue, as the name implies, its main function is to provide support and connect different tissues and organs of the animal body. So it provides support and connects various organs of the body. Connective tissue or the cells of connective tissue, they are widely distributed in every part of the body. The cells of connective tissue are loosely spaced and embedded in a intercellular matrix. Unlike epithelial tissue where the cells are tightly held and anything that has to pass through the surface has to go through the epithelial tissue, but in the case of connective tissue the cells are loosely spaced. That means there are intercellular spaces between the cells. They are specialized to connect various body organs. As I told you, the main function of connective tissue is to provide connection and support to various body organs. Uh, the example of connective tissue or the connective tissue is the blood or plasma, which is the liquid or fluid in which the cells are embedded. Bones, cartilage, ligaments, and tendons. Now let us discuss all these one by one. Plasma, as I told you, it is a liquid or fluid matrix of blood. So very simple. What is plasma? Plasma is nothing but fluid or liquid matrix of blood is called as plasma. Plasma is a yellowish liquid-like material. It contains three types of blood cells. So three types of blood cells that we know, that we often hear, they are RBCs, WBCs, and platelets. They are suspended in this fluid or liquid substance known as plasma, which itself is yellowish liquid-like material. So these are the three types of blood cells. RBCs are red blood cells or red blood corpuscles. WBCs, white blood cells are white blood corpuscles. And the third one is platelets. The second type is bones. Bone, it is also a connective tissue that forms the framework that supports the body. Had there been no bones, the animal body could not have been shaped like we see. So in every animal body you will find there is a framework of bones, or there is a framework of this bone tissue. It is a very strong and non-flexible tissue. Bone tissue or bone cells, they are very strong and non-flexible. Bone cells are embedded in a hard matrix. They are embedded in a hard matrix that is composed of calcium and phosphorus compounds. So in bone matrix there are calcium and phosphorus compounds which gives it rigidity and strength. Then we have got next type, that is the ligaments. Two bones are connected to each other by a connective tissue called the ligament. So what is ligament? Ligament is nothing but a connection between two bones. This tissue is flexible or elastic in nature because its main job is to provide the connection between the two bones. So it has to be flexible or elastic in nature. Then we have the next type, that is tendon. Tendons, they are bones are connected to muscles by another type of connective tissue named as tendons. So you see the two bones are connected to each other by connective tissue called the ligament, while as when a bone is connected to a muscle tissue or muscular tissue, there is another type of connective tissue that is known as tendon. They are fibrous tissue with great strength but limited flexibility. There is lot of flexibility in case of ligament, but in case of tendon there is limited flexibility. Cartilage is another type of connective tissue which has widely spaced cells. That's why they are you will see cartilage that smoothness bones surfaces because the cells are widely spaced. It gives it a sort of softness. The solid matrix of this tissue is composed of proteins and sugars. It has a solid matrix that is composed of proteins and sugars. Cartilage, as I said, it smoothness bone surfaces at joints and is also present in nose, ear, trachea, and larynx. Cartilage of ear can be folded. That means it is very flexible, it is very smooth, and can be folded in a case of ear. So these are the subtypes of this connective tissue. We'll continue this in the next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.